real comedian.
Well, they call me the Joker.
Well, I got a joke for you. I'm gonna tear you a new asshole.
Alright folks, how you doing? So I'm sure by now all of you watching have seen the Oscars. You know, the highlights of the Oscars were Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. By the way, he didn't actually hit him very hard at all. You know, it was like a warning shot. It wasn't a punch. You know, it wasn't even a very hard slap. To me, it was like firing a shot across the bow, like, just don't go there. Now, I've seen lots of people trying to explain why Will Smith did what he did. Some were saying that he was trying to defend his wife's honour. Some were saying that Jada Pinkett Smith must have said something to him. Some were saying it was a delayed reaction, that he laughed at first at his joke, what's his name, Chris Rock's joke, because he was talking about G.I. Jane, which is a movie featuring a female soldier who was bald. And of course, Jada Pinkett Smith has a condition, alopecia it's called, where, you know, you lose your hair. So some people are saying that, you know, Will Smith got really upset because, you know, Chris Rock was out of line for making fun of a serious illness. Though how serious it is debatable. It's basically just hair loss. It's not like a heart condition or something like that. But still, it is kind of distasteful, you know. But the one person I've seen who really actually nailed the true reason why Will Smith actually did what he did was because he's an empath and because Jada Pinkett Smith is a narcissist. Now, what type of narcissist Jada is, I have no idea. My guess would be probably mid-range, because I think most narcissists tend to be somewhere in the middle range level. But I don't know, I'm not the person to ask. The person to ask would be H.G. Tudor. And I'm going to link his video below because he absolutely nails it. He nails the reason why Will Smith acted the way he did. The reason he actually acted the way that he did, because if you notice at first when Chris Rock says his joke, it wasn't even a great joke, but it was meant as a joke, you know. When he first says his joke, you know, Will Smith was laughing, and then like 5 seconds later he's standing up and he's walking towards him, and then boom, shot across the bow. You know, like I said, that's a warning shot. That wasn't intended to really hurt him, you know. That wasn't intended to knock him out or anything. That was like a warning, like, enough, basically. You know, and when he sits back down, he starts verbally abusing him. Get my wife's name out of your effing mouth and all the rest of it. Now, the real reason why Will Smith did that is because he's scared of his wife. You know, I don't mean scared of his wife as in she's big or scary or intimidating, not in a physical sense, but because he's scared of his wife's narcissism. You know, because narcissists, believe me, you know, I heard this saying once, and this is so true in this case. The word sword is word with an S at the beginning of it. You know, words can really cut pretty deep. Words can cut deeper than knives. And when you're dealing with a narcissist, particularly like a mid-range narcissist, and you're under sustained evaluation, they can cut you to fucking shreds. The reason why Will Smith went up and, you know, slapped Chris Rock across the face was because he was scared of his wife giving him an almighty fucking dressing down when they got home. He was scared that his wife was going to tear him a new asshole, you know, with her tongue. You know, listen, folks, you don't want to be on the wrong end of a narcissist when they're in a bad mood. Forget the physical violence of a lesser. The verbal assault, the emotional damage that can be inflicted upon you by a mid-ranger can be like a fucking nuclear bomb. Honestly, it can be absolutely fucking devastating. Excuse my language, but they can really make you feel this tall if you don't appease them. If you don't get on their good side, if you don't get back in their good graces pretty quick, which is what Will Smith was trying to do, then his life would not have been worth living if he just sat there and said to Jada, "Oh, don't worry about it, honey. Oh, it's just a stupid joke. He's just being a prick, ignore him." You know, he literally had to go up and slap Chris Rock in the face because it was preferable to assault Chris Rock and embarrass himself and embarrass Chris Rock and risk possible battery and assault charges than the wrath of the narcissist when they got behind closed doors, because believe me, she would have fucking mauled him if he hadn't have done that. He did it basically out of self-preservation. He did it out of fear. Not even anger. It wasn't out of anger towards Chris Rock, because as you see if you watch it, initially he even found it funny. He did it because he was terrified that he was going behind the scenes with a fucking tiger, and she would have shredded his ass down to the fucking bones if he hadn't have done something. Like I said, check out HG Tudor's analysis. He's absolutely right. Anyway, that's the real reason why Will Smith did what he did, because believe me, the tongue lashing he would have got from his wife, whew, man, unless he was getting on a space shuttle to Mars or the moon, his life for the next 3 days would not have been worth living. Anyway, thanks for watching.